Okay, guys, let's pick up in verse 2 today for our mini message of Genesis chapter 23. So follow along with me as we read. It says, "So Sarah died in Kirjath Arba," that is Hebron. So it's the modern day city that we know as Hebron, "in the land of Canaan. And Abraham came to mourn for Sarah, and he wept for her." So Abraham felt this loss, and you understand it. I mean, here he has spent all of these years with this woman, the love of his life, his wife, and they were dependent on each other. You know, that's something that you kind of see, especially as couples kind of grow old together. There becomes this different kind of relationship. There's a dependency. You know, they live in synchronization. They each have their roles that they play, and they care for and take care of each other. And for, a spouse, a lot of times to lose their other half, it's literally what it's like. It's like losing your right arm. I think that's what it was for Abraham. He had spent so many years with Sarah as they had wandered. She was his only family for so long until Ishmael and ultimately Isaac. She was it. And they relied on each other and they loved each other. Their relationship wasn't perfect. Show me one that is. But here they were, taking care of each other in their old age. And she dies at 127 years old. And Abraham wept. He was brokenhearted for this. I mean, his weeping and his mourning was appropriate. Here's this man of great faith. It wasn't that he didn't believe God would take care of Sarah. It was just the loss himself. This shows him as just a normal man. He's not some superhuman figure of faith. He wept because his mate, his wife, the love of his life, his partner was gone from his side. It's not that he didn't think he would ever see her again. It was just that for this time there was that separation, and that broke his heart. Didn't mean he didn't trust God. It just meant he was a person. See, I love that about Scripture. I love when we see these kinds of moments, when we see the real life person come through, and we can see that these were real people dealing with real circumstances, just like us. And if God could use them and call them men and women of faith, God can do the same for us. So Abraham's weeping and mourning was appropriate. He felt this loss. He understood that, death was an enemy. It wasn't an enemy that wouldn't be overcome, but it was still an enemy. And I think we've all felt that at times. We understand where Abraham's coming from. We understand what he's feeling. And so Abraham, this great man of faith, felt loss, just like each one of us. You guys be good, and we'll see you again.